Jamie, my beloved Jamie, has been nagging me saying, why don't you put signs on all your buildings? So I haven't done them all yet, but let me show you. Fire station, look, fire station sign. I have been going round and putting the signs on because they do make it look a little bit nicer, a little bit better. So I will finish that. I will do all of them, I promise. I did put the petroleum sign in for the HQ. Now, what else? What else? What else? What else? DJ Quad stockpiling. DJ has been bugging me about telling you guys about stockpiling. Now, I have a bit of a beef with stockpiling because you kind of shouldn't have to do it because in terms of doing the upgrades and whatever, you can do them without doing any tricks. Right? It does work. If you set your stuff up right, put stuff in the right place, it works. You don't have to use a trick like stockpiling. But he pointed out some of the plots don't actually have a lot of resources. Right? Now, I always tend to pick plots that have a lot of resources. So it kind of hadn't occurred to me. But he pointed out some of them don't have a lot of resources, and sometimes you do need to stockpile. So DJ, when I do either the coal or the ore town, right, I will do the stockpiling and I will demonstrate that to everybody. Hope that makes you happy. And finally, Sakura 4631. Weird name, Sakura 4631. Your mom give you that name? I baptized this child, Sakura 4631. He said, this glass and steel tower doesn't look right, and we shouldn't be forced to place something like this in a dirty, filthy, smelly, stinky oil town. But of course, we don't have to put it here. I'm kind of in two minds, so I want some comments from you guys. Should we move this out to like the commuter town? Because if you think about it, right, this is where all the middle managers and the executives and I don't know, the engineers and whatever. This is where they work. All the white collar workers. This is all the blue collar workers, right? So should we move this to Traders Ridge, the medium wealth commuter town? You tell me. If you want to move that, then I'll move it. Which I think would be cool because it's a nice tall building. I want to put it on that, that bit of raised land that sticks out. That could be quite cool. So you tell me. If you want to move it, I'll move it. I could always put like a little bit more residential or something like that in. So there you go. Okay, so that's all the questions. If I've missed any, I'm sorry. There's only so much time. What I want to do finally is give you like a detailed run through of all the little bits and pieces. Now, fire. 5 of 5 fires extinguished per day, 0 buildings burned down. Fire service is working great. I put in a couple of extra engines. We've got 4, I think, fire engines now. Let me click on it, make sure. I'm pretty sure it's, 4 fire trucks. So we've got perfect coverage, no issues. Health. Now, I want to show you this. If you look at the germs map, right, which shows you all the germs. Everything looks cool until you come over to these refineries. These things are filthy, and they create, look, you can see, they create a lot of sick Sims, okay? So you're going to have to beef up your hospital a little bit, which I have done. So if we come over to the hospital, I've put in 3 extra sets of rooms. Now, I'm not using them at the moment. We've got, 18 patients. I've got capacity for 55. But you do kind of get little peaks and troughs. So it's good to have a little bit of extra capacity in there. And I put in a couple of extra ambulances, which you can't see. So there they are. Whoa, too far. Okay, so put in a couple of extra ambulances. And as you can see, 0 deaths per day. We're treating everybody, we're getting all the injured, everybody's happy. Right, so police, 0 crimes per day, like 6 criminals, 5 arrests. So crime not an issue. There was actually when I first came back here, there was a little bit of crime. We'd got like I don't know, like 7 crimes per day. There were a few criminals. So what I did, I put in 2 extra cars, which you can't, which are not really showing up. There's 2 extra cars there. Don't know why its graphics aren't showing it. And I put in some extra cells. So we've got 25 cells. And education. If you want to solve crime, you've got to provide good education. Criminals start out as uneducated kids, right? So if you've got no education, you've got loads and loads and loads of uneducated kids. So you will get lots of criminals. If you educate them, a lot less uneducated, so you'll only get a small amount of criminals, and then you only need a small police force to actually catch them, right? And you don't need detective wings and helicopters and all that kind of stuff. All you need is police cars and cells. Simple. Done. There was a big thread about this on the EA forums, and some people were talking some nonsense. So I just wanted to put that straight. The only time you need detective wings is for special circumstances, like if you have a segregated commercial area, then you will need detective wings. But right over here, we've got mixed commercial and residential, so criminals commit their crimes primarily in commercial areas. So as long as they've got access to those, they'll commit the crimes. The police will catch them, lock them up, rehabilitate them, problem solved. Done. Cool. Next. Education. So here's our education. I put in 2 extra classrooms to take us up to a capacity of 950. Here we are. And so I put in the last bus. And now we're getting, the classes are full every day. We've got 1,189 possible students, and we've got 950 enrolled. So we're getting full attendance every day, and we've got we're up to 3.5 mortar boards. So that's nice and cool. Let's just flick to that, and there you go. You can see them all going to school every day. There we go. Good kids. Love kids, don't you? Delicious. I've already done that joke. Okay, so that's that. Let's have a quick look at the mass transit. So we're shipping by bus almost 5,000 a day. Well, that's pretty much, that's a journey and a half for like everybody. 25 minutes average wait time, which is really good. So it's nice smooth transit system. We don't have any streetcars. Trains, we're shipping 500 a day. Again, 24 minutes, so nice and fast. So our transit is kind of really, really nice. Okay, so the last thing is to show you a few of the little details, a few of the little bits and pieces that I put in. Now, I had some complaints. I had like some really, really vicious complaints from the dock workers over here and the oil refinery guys who said, Skye, okay, the town's kind of cool, right, but what the hell are we supposed to do after work? We want to chill after work, we want to throw a ball around, blow the froth off a couple of brewskis, you know, we want to unwind after work, you've given us nothing. So I thought that the guys might like to start up a little baseball league, you know, play a little ball after work, have a beer, little league going on, dock workers against the refinery guys. So I put in a little baseball field down here, little recreation for the boys. I put in a little bit of commercial over here, which is currently building, and I don't know why that's not. Oh no, that won't build. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I was gonna put in. I thought I'll put in like a tiny bit of commercial to build like I don't know, a diner or a Taco Bell or something, so that they could grab a bite to eat after the game. But that's not going to build because we're not connected to the highway. So, sorry guys, that's got to go bye bye. Bye bye. Okay, so that was a little entertainment for these guys. Now, down at the docks, um, we'd got like way, way, way too much oil. It wasn't being used by the refinery, so I thought we'll ship some of it out. So what I did with this trade port is I put one crude oil storage lot. Now, you can actually control how much of a particular resource you export by putting in as many or as few storage lots as you want. So I've just put in one. So, like right now, looking at what we're shipping out like 10,000 barrels of crude a day, which is bringing us in about, what does that say? About 100,000 a day. Actually, that goes up to about 300,000. I've seen it up around 300,000. The fuel we're shipping around at 700,000 a day. So we're getting about a mil in total. But if I wanted to ship more crude oil, I could do that. But then my refineries might not have enough. So you got to balance that. All right. Oh, and I put in, because I started shipping the crude oil, I put in a service road down here from the oil field so that the oil delivery trucks can deliver the oil direct to this trade port. They don't have to go round here by the refineries. Excellent. What else? I've shown you the walkway, shown you all the services. Oh, round here I did create a little recreational area, which I thought was kind of nice. So what I did was, because I figured we'd got this kind of nice wooded area around here. We've got a little bit of space, so I put in a water park playground for the kids, and there's some swings next door. And then I thought, well, that's cool. The kids can, go and play and whatever. But what then? What are the parents going to do? So round here, I put in a little barbecue pavilion. So while the kids are playing, the parents can go and hang out at the barbecue pavilion. And if it's raining, they got some cover and they can sit and chat and have a picnic or whatever. So that's that. Is there anything else? Guys, I think I've actually covered everything that I wanted to tell you. So I'm gonna swing the camera around and give you a little bit of a look. I think we've done a nice job, guys. I think that is it's a pretty nice little town. What do you guys think? Drop me a comment, let me know. But I think that's actually turned out pretty cool. All right, that's the wrap up. That's the roundup. That's the Q&A. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you really soon, and we'll get on to Traders Ridge and the Pleasure Island. I'm going to miss this little town now. This is Skye saying, quite sadly, peace out.